if some of the participants didn't join either, it doesn't matter, because if you are in the spiritual world, I'm sure you joined any kind of stuff, right? Like conferences, festivals, gatherings, whatever it is. And it is because you are searching for something. So whatever I say, it comes through channeling. So again, it's not me, but it comes from the spirits. And they say you are searching for something. And it is not a search of like you are searching. It's like to remember, let's say it that way. You are searching to remember where you come from and why you are here on this planet. And during the festival, I did also a lot of readings one-on-one. And also now I had with a beautiful lady from Healing Festival a reading. And most souls, they are so special that like they forgot that they are special, and they are trying to remember why they are here and what is it that makes them special. And I am just here again, the messenger, to remind you why you are here. And the spirit's message is like, what do you do right now, right? The festival ended, or Mindvalley University, or any kind of thing which you joined, it ended. So back then you were in a high elevating energy, like wow, and like jumping, dancing, meditating, crying, a lot of awareness you got. But how do you integrate this into your daily life when there are so many around you who are not that spiritual? Because it is easy to be spiritual in a spiritual environment, right? When everyone is there for the same reason. Everyone is looking for something. And then you get out of this bubble, you get out of this world into the real world, let's say. And then you have your boss, your colleagues, your family members who are not that spiritual, or who might trigger you. And then you learn so many stuff, right? You know, work on your subconscious, and meditation is important. High elevating energy frequencies are important for manifestation, and you know a lot. And the thing is, the integration phase can take time, but we humans, we are very impatient. We want to go into a festival or whatever, take all whatever we can, and then we integrate it into our lives, and life changes like this. But it is a process, and it is a journey. And the thing is that what they say is that many people, after this kind of high elevating experience, they have a drop down, they have a setback, they are falling. Not everyone, but this happens a lot, where you are like such high vibrational, like yes, I can like move mountains, and then you go, and then woof, and then and then what happens, they say, you started judging yourself. Oh, you learned so much, and you wanted to do this and that, and you put yourself maybe reminders. How many conferences or festivals I joined, I put reminders in my calendar, meditation every morning, 20 minutes, and then drink more water and whatever. And what did I do? Almost nothing of them. The thing is that I must say, or they say, that it is not easy to be an aware human being in this normal world. Because the thing is, first of all, they say you have to accept that you are not norm, right? There is the norm, how you should be. And who gives you that norm? It is, let's say, society, the collective says you have to be like that. Anyways, you're not fitting in, right? And then you have your subconscious, who needs to fit in, otherwise you will be alone, right? So there are not many options from your mind, let's say, because either you have to fit in and you have to pretend to be normal, or you are not normal, but you are then on your own or alone at all. The art here is, and this is why I am doing that call, is just to have a reminder for you to combine it. I say it in many readings also, what the spirit says. You are not cursed. It is not a curse to be aware, to be conscious, and to be different than the others. It is more a gift and a blessing. But if you don't know how to use it, then of course you have the trouble to integrate your gifts into the norm, into the normal world. And this shall be a reminder to you. And I will do calls like this to just give you the reminder, and also to do meditations together, that you are channeling the, let's say, the God's consciousness, the universal consciousness into the world. And this is why we are together. How many people I have in my sessions, and they feel so alone or lonely, not understood, emotional empty. Many of them lost the meaning of life. Why am I here? What is my purpose? And look, we are now together. This shows, first of all, you are not alone, but because we are together. And there are so many in this belief that we have to unbelieve again, that we are not alone, and that there are many of us. The other message from the spirits is that at one point we have to also stop to fill us with information. I do this workshop and this course and this festival and this conference and this. The thing is, you know, they show me right now a picture. They show me right now a glass, and you fill it, and then it's full, and then you keep on filling it. And the thing is, they say you don't give yourself time to digest the information and time to adjust it into your human field. You have to know that our soul, our vibration is not measurable, first of all. So right now, let's say, because I don't know how science will improve, but right now, the very, very highest frequencies are not measurable. So you have a high vibrational being. You are this being, this high vibrational. So this high vibrational is now stuck in the body, but the body doesn't have that high vibrational level. Otherwise, our body wouldn't exist, right? We have atoms, and it has a mass. So it has some physics also in it. So this high vibrational soul tries to fit in with this body. And this is where we struggle, because we are now, our soul can take so much information and whatever it is, but our body, our brain, our physical needs time. And this is why we are stuck in this time issue and this measurement. But when you continue taking this course and doing this and that, you don't give your brain, your body, the time to digest. It is the same if you would, let's say you go to McDonald's and you eat 20 burgers, right? Like you cannot, hopefully. At one point you would, like, you couldn't eat. It is the same with information, because anyways, either they teach you meditation, let's say Kundalini yoga, or in these kind of stuff, there's also strategy or social media, whatever it is in the end information. And this information has an energy. So this energy needs to be digested. So the thing is, your soul is so fast and your body is so slow that the impatience you have comes from there, they say. Because your soul knows it already. Your soul has all the wisdom. Normally, you don't need to go to any course, but okay, you need to remember. And this makes the soul, let's say, impatient, because like, okay, let's go, come on, like, why, you know? But the body says like, hold on, I need time. And this is a huge challenge. So the message from the spirits here, after the Healing Festival, Mindvalley University, or whatever you joined, to give yourself the time to digest. And also they say, this is why water is important. Why? Because water, like our body is mostly 60 to 70% made of water, and water has also a consciousness, and water helps us to, they say, integrate this information into ourselves, because it is floating, right, in our body. So when I take the water, it is like distributing itself in the body. You stay hydrated, so the digestion of the information is more gentle and more smooth. Why is it they say that some of you get sick after these kind of events? Some have fever, or they have flu, or whatever. This is because the information was too much and your body couldn't digest it. So while we're speaking about water, one other thing, do you see the bubbles, by the way? So it is very important also, these are oxygen bubbles. We have a filter here, which we filter, and this is like why the bubbles comes. So they want me to remind you, the water you are drinking is also very important. There is a science also behind the water. Some people, they drink a lot of water, but they are still maybe anxious or feel even more thirst. The thing is with the water, how do I say it in English? So the water has molecules, right? So the molecules has to be in a specific size so it can be taken by the cells. Otherwise, you drink the water and it just comes out. Your body couldn't benefit from the water, they say. So please, and this is also good information for me, I will also write it down right away and I will do research because I'm not deep into that. But they are saying that water is very important, what you drink and how you drink it. For example, I know we unfortunately buy also plastic bottles, right? But what I did back in Germany, I had a glass bottle. So I was switching the water into the glass bottle, and I had some rose quartz in it and amethyst stone, and I was drinking out of it. So if you don't have a filter, there are many very easy and also cheap ways to change it, so that you drink the right water. It is not just about drink water. Otherwise, like you will feel the difference also, because when you drink the right water, your body wants, oh, give more of this. I am one of those who drinks very less of water because I don't benefit from it. But when I have water like this, I want more and more. So one message again from the spirits, water is very important to stay hydrated. The other thing is, they say after these kind of events, there is also a lot of emotional stress and emotional eating connected to the emotional stress. What is this stress? They say you have a lot of pressure put on yourself. Why? Now someone told you where to go, or now someone told you what to do. You have to work on your inner child, you have to raise your vibration, you have to do this and you have to do that, right? You had a lot of teachers in front of you who are sharing their wisdom and to tell you what you can do, which is totally fine. I did the same. But then they say, now you have pressure on yourself. Oh my God, now I have to do something. Now you cannot sit like before, because now in the inside something is boiling, something is on fire, and you want to move. I remember back then when I was working in a corporate job and I was coming back from these kind of workshops, events, or whatever, I was so frustrated and so unhappy at my job, because I was like, oh, now I had so good energy there. Now I'm here. What am I doing in front of the laptop? This is not my life. I could be so much more, and so on. So like now, also with experience and message from the spirits, know that complaining energy is low vibrational. With complaining energy, you cannot manifest. With this low vibration, you cannot attract anything into your life. Why? Manifestation only works in a high vibrational state. You are resonating with it. You are in a gratitude energy, and you know what you are looking for. Even if you don't know what exactly, but you know maybe the emotion, what you are looking for, which is joy, happiness, laughter, adventure. You love to travel, whatever it is. But to attract it into your life, you have to have this high vibrational state. So when after this kind of events, you're like, oh, now with this, I'm like, for example, I was born and raised in Germany. I'm Turkish, but I never, to be honest, I'm very grateful for Germany because my soul chose to be born there, but I never loved it because of the weather, the people are negative, many times complaining and so on. And I never could love it really, really from the heart. So whenever I was coming back from travel or from these kind of events, I was cursing. And okay, it brought me nothing, by the way. Nothing special happened, no miracle happened. You know where the miracle happened? When I was coming back and I would say, wow, I'm so grateful. Now let's see how we can change the energy, and being more playful, because we miss out this. So it is not about to stay in the bubble and to have a beautiful experience and then getting back to normal, but it is to elevate with this energy. And the question of the spirits is like, what is your greatest takeaway? You know what I did, for example, and this helped me a lot. I did huge papers I had, and with big bold letters I was writing on it, for example, to remind myself. And like doing like this kind, not only on the phone like calendar, the digital stuff is not very good because it gets easily lost, but also I will do the same. I didn't have the time because I just arrived 2 days ago back to Turkey. So I will take everything I learned, all my notes, and then go through it and create action points, but realistic action points. Did you do that? Perfect. If not, this shall be a reminder, like even one, no pressure. But what is your action point? What is it that resonates with you? So the other thing, one message they are also saying, let's say there was someone on the stage and they showed you an exercise. Let's say if you do this, then 20 times, then your energy will raise, let's say, okay. But let's say you don't like this move. It doesn't resonate. The spirit says, please don't, only because this person said if you do this your energy will raise, but you didn't like it, then don't do it, because it will not help. So they also say, when you do things with forcement, like, okay, then I have to do breath work, but you hate it, you don't like it, why are you doing it? Do you have to find your way? The spirit says there is never ever one right thing. There is no one solution to raise your energy and vibration. There are many. And some people, for example, do ice bath, right? In Dubai, when I'm there, so many, like I know, go to ice bath. I said, okay, let's try it. I swear I hated it. And I said, I will never do it again. Sorry. And what do they say? Oh, but this is like you break your mindset and you do this. And if you don't do it, like you're weak and so on. And I said, no, yes, it can be healthy, but I don't like it. So if I wouldn't be conscious, the old Nurgül would say, oh, look, you're so weak. Like, look at you, shame on you. Everyone is doing ice bath, but you don't do. No. The spirit's message is, you should do it in a loving way and also loving your body. And my body didn't like the ice bath. My body likes more to meditate or to go to nature or whatever it is. For example, my ice bath is swimming in the sea. I love the sea. So if I'm in the sea, it's all for me. The whole world is perfect. So what is your way to go back to your roots, to stay connected? And also, they are gently asking you to stay connected with your spiritual guides, please. Like you can, for example, when you wake up, and this should be really where you not force yourself, but train yourself to stay connected. Tell your spiritual guides, please, can you give me a sign, please? Show me. So you have to know that your spiritual guidance, they are always with you, always. They never leave, but they need communication. The spirits are not allowed to help you without your permission. Why? Because the universe, God, gave human beings free will. So you have a free will. So if the spirits would interfere into your free will, it is not allowed. So you need to ask, and you have to tell, okay, I need a sign. You have to show me now also. Why now? Because the spirits also don't have time and space. So they don't have a feeling of time. So you have to be more specific in what you are asking for. I want an answer now, or give me a sign. And it really happens, by the way. It's really crazy. But also, one more thing, when you connect with the spirits, it is not that you say that and then you are like, okay, where is my sign now? Where now? Somewhere there must be a sign. This is not how it works. You say it them, and you trust that you get the sign at the exact right timing. So it can be even 2 hours later. Now doesn't mean now, but for them it's a clear message that you need it right now, very soon. Otherwise, again, it can be like 2 days later and you like, where is the sign? And you maybe lose it. This is one more message which they say. So also integration happens. For example, you can, they say, wear crystals, whatever you want, because for example, I could say, yeah, wear citrine or amethyst or whatever, but also with the stones, you need to resonate with them. So the stone is choosing you, and you are choosing the stone. It is also an energetic connection. So the stones also helps you to stay in this state and to be in this consciousness, because we are, and it is at the end of times, right? So it is not easy. We have social media, we have a lot of influence, we have such to-do lists, and maybe some of you have ADHD, don't have the focus and whatever it is. So to be more consequent and stable with the energy and with this high vibrations and integration and having it more easy, there are tools which we can use. One of them, I said, is water, which we should drink more and in a healthy way. The other way are, for example, stones, which you can use. So one more thing they want me to add here is, yes, you have specific stones, but for example, citrine also stands for abundance. So whenever I have the feeling, today I want to attract more abundance, I choose this. When I know I do a channeling session, I know that the crystal quartz helps for more clearance and for channeling, inspiration, and so on. So I use this one in my case. But you can also use it for that specific reason. This is why I'm saying it. Amethyst is, for example, also for protection. So like, for example, evil eye or negative energy. So this stone is commanded to do a protection. Why? This is just a tool for us to elevate. It is not to put a meaning on it, which means, so if I have the stone, it protects me, but if I forget it, I'm unprotected. Of course not. If you are aware enough, if you're conscious, normally you don't need this stone. But those tools are just helping to elevate and to uplift you. Also, for example, look a little bit into astrology. And I will also share very important stuff in my WhatsApp group when I know, okay, there's, for example, a specific constellation. But when you know, for example, there's Mercury retrograde, okay, maybe you are more cautious with it. Or when you know that there is Saturn in not a good constellation right now, okay, you know, this can give conflicts. So it is a collective thing. Not, the spirit says, not everyone is because of you. We mix it up. And when you are in the beginning of the spiritual path, we easily go into the trap and start blaming ourselves. Oh, this happened because of me. Oh, this happened because of me. Not always. Not always, because let's say, for example, Saturn is in a sign where it is not comfortable, so it gives more aggression, let's say. So outside, there is a lot of aggression. So when you know this, then it might be that there is an aggressive person coming, but it's not because of you. It's because the full moon or Saturn or whatever. So what happens is you observe this person is aggressive right now. Does it trigger me? No, you pass it by. It is not, oh, this aggressive person stepped into my life. Why? What did I do wrong? I have to check. Maybe I'm no. So stop, because the spirit says you drive yourself otherwise crazy. When you start searching for everything for a reason, you get crazy. So first of all, does the energy which is entering your field triggers you? Does it make you feel anxious, angry, sad, frustrated, mad? Okay, then you have to check, because it's a mirror. But if it's entering you and you just observe, oh, this person is aggressive. Okay, I see it. Okay, but that's it. This is not my problem. Perfect, check. Then just continue. You don't have to look why this person is there. It is just there. Maybe this person needs your light. Maybe it's not a mirror, they say, but maybe this person needs compassion, love, light from you energetically. That's fine. Because they say, they want me to tell you, all of you, no exceptions here, because this is why we got together. And also later when I upload it, whoever listens later on, you are also one of those who spreads out the light. When you have a dark room, they say, imagine you have a completely black, dark room, you can't see anything, and you switch on the light. The darkness cannot come back. You are like that. You are like this light who enters the dark room. You light up your surrounding only with your presence. You don't need to talk. You don't need to do something. Just your presence. You're like a lamp, let's say. And I had it also today in my reading where I said it. Yeah. And all of you are like that. And we have to spread our light to dim the darkness in this world. And to know, they say, one beautiful message also, because there is a belief that when there is more light, there has to be no more darkness. And they say, no, no, no. This mathematics doesn't even, it's not the truth. It is the more light you have, the less darkness you will have, because light is connected to high level of consciousness, and high level of consciousness, you can never return it. When you know something, you can't do it undone. You cannot not know it, right? It is like Matrix. You took the pill already. You know, in the movie where the other one guy says, can I go back? And sorry, Neo was saying it, can I go back? And say, no, you cannot go, you can't go back anymore. But he goes back to the Matrix with a different consciousness. He is playing with it, right? So this is what we are going to do. It is not leaving the Matrix. No, 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 no. It is waking up and going back into the Matrix in an awakened version. How beautiful is this, right? When you go there in an awakened version, where you use the law of attraction, you use vibration and frequency, you use the power of manifestation, and you start creating magic. But it only starts, they say, when you believe in it. When you not even, you know what they say, it's amazing. Not when you believe in it, when you are it. So it is beyond believing. You are it. Oh, this is like, oh my God, this is the first time this came like with this space right now. So it is beyond believing, because I will give you what they say. So I believe there is a glass. No, like there is a glass, right? If I believe or not, there is a glass. This is the same with when we understand who we are. We don't say, oh, I believe I have the power, or I believe. No, it is beyond. You are it. Let that sink in. This is very powerful. I love it. I have to use it. I have to do an extra video on that. It's crazy. But when you are it, you know what happens, they say? You are in that state. So again, the glass is the glass, right? Like this cannot be a car. Nothing can happen. This is a glass. So when you are beyond this believing and you are it, finished, then it is done. Then you are like this glass. You are it, and you start creating magic. And then, you know, they said you broke your subconscious there with all your beliefs, everything, because we are so conditioned that it can't be easy, or if something goes very good, something bad has to happen. All those beliefs creates it, because I believe that everything is so good for so long time, something might happen, or I hope nothing happens. Congratulations, you just created something. So please be aware that our beliefs also created that. Yeah, I believe, I manifest, or I believe, blah blah. And this is playing small. We are not here to play small. And if you are into astrology, you know that Pluto went into Aquarius last November for the next 20 years, plus minus, right? So we are in the Pluto Aquarius era, which is so important because our consciousness will shift if you want it or not. So those who are open to it and shows zero resistance, they will do the transition more easy. But those who will resist it and fight it, they will, of course, don't have it that easy. So this is a reminder to you that no, times will change. So whatever routine you have right now, it will be destroyed for something better. So if the doors are completely closed right now, if you can't open it, if it's like, it feels like you feel stuck, then you have to change the way of where you are looking, and you have to change how you are looking. Maybe you are looking in this direction, but the solution is exactly at the opposite direction. So the recommendation of the spirits is whatever you experience right now and you want to make that jump is, again, they say, and they know that it is not easy, but to remind ourselves to meditate as much as possible, even if it's 5 minutes. And I tell you my not secret, but how I make it for myself easy. When I wake up, I don't take my phone and open Instagram or whatever, because it's not healthy as well. It's not good for the subconscious. So when I open on, and I will share it in the group, and we will do, you know what, we will do later in meditation about that. So with Om chanting, and then let's say I just woke up, I take my phone and I open it, and then I sit, and I'm still in the theta level because I'm half awake, half asleep. And then I'm just sitting there for 5 minutes and just listening to that Om, doing nothing. Again, meditation puts pressure on us because we believe that we have to imagine something every time we meditate. Oh, now I have to manifest. And again, look, you know what the Spirit says? We made everything so complicated, everything. We overcomplicated spirituality. We overcomplicated meditation and all this stuff. We have to make it simple again. Even if you sit there for 5 minutes and just concentrating on the darkness in front of your eyes, nothing else, and you just be, even you can't sleep, you can continue to sleep, but you know it is a commitment to the spirits that you are trying to change something. And also they say they are giving a lot of advices right now. They also say, like, start the day with, for example, lofty questions. How can be my day today the best of all of the days I lived before? Or what else is possible today? What opportunities are waiting for me today? I'm opening myself to all of them. Look, that's simple, right? That's simple. You don't need 4 hours to meditate or do something or whatever. Because sometimes, especially if you are not financially free, I know if it's from myself, I needed to wake up at 8 or 7 sometimes, depending, and 8 is late, I know it's not early, but for me it's early because I hate to wake up early. So waking up at 8, being at 9 at my job, and then I had only 1 hour to have everything, and I had a dog, or still have luckily a dog. So in this 1 hour, I tried to squeeze everything, and there was no time for meditation. And the thing is, my routine was so tiring that during the day, I said, oh, when I go home, then I will meditate. Then I got home, then I got hungry, right? And then I was eating, going out with my dog, and then I was so drained. And then I opened Netflix or scrolling, nothing. The problem is with that, I felt so guilty. You have no idea. I hated myself. Again, look, again, you did nothing. How will you change your life when you do nothing? And this fight, this inner conflict, it killed me for so long time. And it was so heavy. So again, the message, be kind with yourself and be loving with yourself. And it is okay not to meditate. And yes, then you need a time in front. Okay, that's fine. Then do your Netflix. You know what they say, which is important is it shouldn't be too long. You need to break the cycle. So if you are watching, for example, for weeks Netflix and you don't meditate for weeks, then they say, then we have a problem with that. But if you do 2 days, 3 days, even 4 days, nothing, that's totally fine. But give yourself the chance to change by starting with 5 minutes. 5 minutes is better than 0 minutes, they say. Don't put yourself the pressure to do 1 hour. 5 minutes, then 10 minutes. Maybe, oh, you say, now I can do 15 minutes, step by step. I don't want to overwhelm with, because the spirits can talk for hours, I know them. And I will do again these kind of calls. I did before, but we have also new people here, so you're also warmly welcome in this community. I will again announce it, and then we will do calls like that to keep this energy together in a high state, because I know alone it is not easy. I was so alone because I didn't have the community back then. I didn't know, I didn't resonate with people. Some were people speaking too hard or not understandable, or they were so directive, do this, and it was also like too much for me. So let's be together in this collective energy to motivate each other and to shift together the consciousness of, first of all, ourselves, the mask to ourselves, right? And then put it into our surrounding environment. So I see there are